All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to be talking in this video about the aspects for the upcoming eclipse tomorrow. It's a solar eclipse called the Ring of Fire, and it is also in cahoots with the sun in Aquarius, and also the moon. New moon will be in Aquarius. Of course, that new moon goes into effect around 6:50 in the morning, and then by noon the moon will already be in Pisces. So this energy will affect altogether the new moon, the sun, and the solar eclipse, all in Aquarius, which is about technology and pushing forward. So it's going to be a pretty intense energetic day tomorrow. So I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up. And there are several aspects that are in play here, but a few of them are already covered in the past video about the sun conjunct, Mercury conjunct Venus, sun conjunct Venus, and also sun square Uranus. And all that energy is still upon us, which is about irrational behavior and, think before you speak. Try not to go off at the handle, when things might trigger you. So just know that everybody is kind of thrown into this energy, and a lot of people that you might not expect to act the way they do, the way they're going to, it's because of the energies around them, and they're being moved and pushed and prodded by this energy. And it's very intense energy. So we don't want to get overly aggressive or, just to just jump off emotionally if something triggers you, because you'll probably see some of that in the grocery store and places that you go. It's going to be a pretty wild ride tomorrow. And some of the aspects that I'm going to talk about in this video, it's I've got Mercury trine Jupiter in Cancer. Okay, Mercury. Mercury trine Jupiter. It's one of the aspects that we'll be feeling, and this also goes all the way to the 20th as well, around the 20th, 21st. This aspect of Mercury trine Jupiter can give the feeling of reminiscing qualities, like just reminiscing about things and kind of wishing you could go back and recapture. It's just a very reminiscent feeling about music and videos and just movies, all kinds of things you may be feeling very reminiscent about. This aspect also covers mystery and spiritual and otherworldly aspects. So visits from beyond. So you might be having some really crazy dreams tomorrow night. Just know that it's okay. You might want to pay attention to some of the dreams because they could be very psychic in nature. And all that's going to be highlighted by the new moon and the solar eclipse. So you might have some really psychic, crazy dreams, and just write them down. There may be some messages in there for you, but do know that it probably will affect your dream life. You might even dream of people that have passed on that you haven't seen in a long time. They might come to visit you. So don't be scared of that. Just say hi, sit down and offer them a cup of tea, but it'll be in a dream, most likely. You might actually see them in your house. I don't know. It's just a crazy time right now with all this energy going on. So I would use this new moon for sure to get organized and plan for the next 6 months. Don't waste your time tomorrow. Don't just waste your time being in a whirlwind with everyone else. Come home from work and really truly gonna sit down and make some plans and get organized. Because we are on a pretty crazy ride right now. Venus is trine Jupiter, and this highlights the truth and all the things that have been hidden under lies and deceit, which will not stay out of sight any longer. Okay, things are coming out. It's just the way it's going to be. Loyalty will be tested by many, and that applies to the larger scope, all the way into politics and media. Media might just shift sides all of a sudden, like, in mid-sentence, and you're wondering what the hell just happened here. They were doing this one minute and they're doing this the next. As they know, the time for change is not going to allow for cover-up and propaganda much longer. Now, that's on the mundane scope, on the outside of things. That may not pertain to you specifically in your personal life, but it could also that, the shift of sides. You may change your mind at the blink of an eye, but this is definitely going to be happening out in the world of politics and media. Big shifts coming there, and things that are trying to come out are going to come out. They just can't stay hidden any longer with all this energy happening, and also with the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune coming. I mean, that's explosive. We're going to see some stuff there. Okay, so just know to be looking for that. And the moon squares Uranus, and this is about sudden outbursts and eruptions of all kinds. It kind of goes along with what I told you in the last video. So outbursts all across the world. You're going to be seeing it in media. Outbursts, even more than what you've been usually seeing. The outburst of unpredictable storms and emotions running rampant, highlighted by the eclipse, of course. Everything's highlighted by this eclipse, because this eclipse is just it's splitting us from the old and going into the new. So we might feel like we're in two different realities for a while tomorrow, and you very well may be in two different realities. But don't let yourself get too upset by that. Just go somewhere, sit under a tree, and take a deep breath. And just kind of realign yourself, because it will feel very strange tomorrow, stranger than usual on an eclipse. You might feel uneasy throughout this time, and understand that it's the collective energy. This is the outside energy of all that's collective, of the cosmos, and from this place that we don't have control over. So just know that it's a collective energy, and it's not you personally. Although it could affect you personally if you're not careful. And I think the people that are not as spiritually aware or awakened might be the ones that are really truly affected personally by all this. Those of us who've been awake for a while and really know the inner workings and understanding of what's going on might not be as affected by this. But some newbies who have just been asleep and just refuse to wake up might really truly be affected by this. Okay. So just be looking out for that. I would say I would be careful for what's around you. I wouldn't really worry so much about yourself. You might be more, pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to the people around you. If you're in the grocery store, pay attention to the people that you pull up next to in a light. Just kind of watch, and you can gauge and see, what's going on. It's very interesting to watch outside of yourself when these aspects are in such an energetic frenzy. It's interesting to pay attention to how people react, and you might learn a lot by just watching that. So be the silent watcher if possible. That would be my advice. This is some pretty intense energy. Count to 10 before giving your final answer or consent. It could truly save you trouble in the very near future. So before you say yes, before you do anything that might have you just being impulsive, count to 10. Just count to 10, and it might slow you down and keep you from making a bad decision. Okay. Saturn is conjuncting Neptune and Aries. Like I said, a split from traditions as you know them is truly inevitable, but so many traditions really need to be changed. And we know this with the sun and new moon in Aquarius. It's highlighted by the eclipse. That's the technical age is here. There's no going back. Some tech is positive and beneficial, and this is just going to be a time where we're going to see that technology is going forward. It doesn't really matter if we want it to or not. And I believe AI is already becoming mundane. That's just me personally in my psychic impression of this aspect and the things that are going on. And I think that also possibly could be outdated after serving its purpose. AI was put here to serve a purpose, to shake things up and to usher in some new energy. But that doesn't mean that it's going to stay. It's very possible that it could find its purpose in the background and just, it's not really taking over. People are just acting crazy about this AI taking over. It's not taking over anything. It's impossible for AI to overtake us. That's just my personal opinion, because first of all, AI is geared up and ramped up, and it's also energized with information from human beings. So there you go. The Aries energy in those two planets that I just mentioned about Saturn and Neptune, which has been a long time since this has happened. It's been many years since those two have come together, and it's like a bomb that goes off, blazing a path. You know, it clears the way. It clears the way for some technology. Aquarius is progressive, and that's working with it. And you know, Aquarius is going to plunge us all forward, even if we don't want to go. My advice is to just lean in and let it happen. Honestly, you might find that there are some exciting things that come out of all of this. Okay, we don't know. None of us really know. No one can really project the final outcome. So Uranus is trine Pluto. Now, this is a very good aspect. This gives strength to those who willingly go forward. Okay, for those of us who are willing to accept that change is inevitable, this gives us strength, and it's a helper for us. It gives us the strength we need to just kind of stand firm and just lean into it and just see where this goes. Because the not knowing the final outcome for many is going to be the split. Okay, that's the split I posted the other day on Facebook. There's a split coming because it's just coming, and the split is going to be for those who just refuse and stay in in the other timeline and kind of get lost in there. So many people are going to find their instincts heightened. I think a lot of people are going to realize just how intuitive and psychic they really are and have always been. I mean, this really heightens the world's psychic energy. So welcome to the new age. That's what I say to that. You're still you, but you may find your abilities to connect to all of your senses is much sharper. So, I mean, some of this change is, I think, going to be very positive. It just, the in-between sometimes a real positive change that comes, it's very painful at first until you just kind of understand that it's all for the better, really and truly. So Mercury and Venus are conjunct the North Node, and that's about spiritual awakening and transformation. Connection to spirit is strengthened for many. For people who have been really seeking and looking, for trying to make sense of things, and they've really put in the work, I think that this could be a definite time to bring home much of what you've been trying to understand. It really just kind of starts to make sense to you. But just know that the psychic energy is going to be very heightened right now. And that's even the psychic energy of people who are very unawake. So, those are the scary ones. I'm just letting you know. But this is my video for the upcoming eclipse. If you have any questions or concerns, you can leave a question in the comment section, and I will answer your questions. I will look forward to that because it can affect individual signs. This is just a mundane reading for the collective. So if you have any questions, you can just leave a message in the comments, and I'll do my very best to try to give you more insight. But I think it's wild and exciting times, and I'd say don't be afraid. Let's just kind of see where all of this takes us, because, we can't stay in the past forever. We have to move forward, whether we like it or not. So here we go. Strap on and have a good ride. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste. I love you all so very much.